Welcome everyone to Transformation Coach. I am Master Tran. Thank you so much, like always, for watching all of my videos and following me along with social media world and my blog. And we're in base camp training today. And you know, what we're doing here, I'm getting ready to teach my workshop called the Your Best Year Ever Goal Setting Workshop. And normally I teach this yearly and to business owners and also just people that want to learn about goal setting. And I charge $500 for a 6-hour session that I teach here. And usually I get business community leaders here to take this goal setting workshop. Well, this year I'm doing my Best Year Ever workshop training online, complimentary, free to all of you. And you might say, why are you doing this? Well, you know what? Because I love you. I really do. And you know what? You guys out there have given so much back to myself. You know, as I travel, I teach my seminars, I do my certification, public speaking, you know, life coaching. I do all that. As I do all that, you guys give me so much constant feedback and positivity in my life that, you know what? This is one of the ways that I want to give back to you. So anyways, it's my gift to you this year, and I hope you really hone in on what we're talking here today, because I'm actually, even though this cost $500 for this workshop or when people took it, what they got out of this is worth a lot more than that, right? It's kind of like $1 million program I'm giving to you for free, right? But only if you take action. It's like I can give you a treasure chest, and there's gold in there, but some people we give to, they don't know what to do with it. They would never open it, even though they know there's a gold mine there. See, some people will never take action in their life. Well, you guys out there are. If you're watching this right now, you're already taking action, right? You somehow want to improve your life. If you were to ask me, Master Tran, what's the one thing that really propelled you to the success that you are today? And I would say to you, learning how to set goals properly. I learned that a little over 16 years ago. I've been setting goals now the last 16 years of my life. And this one technique, learning how to set goals properly, has helped me to transform my life and design a lifestyle, what I call the transcend lifestyle. Alright? Now, I want to give that gift to you this year. And I want you to create that for yourself this year. So I've been fortunate to learn this from different mentors in my life. Now, I've listened to so many books, read tapes, and went to a lot of seminars. And I actually invest about 10% of what I make into my own self-education, PSD, personal self-development. You guys might go, wow, that's a lot. But you know what? What I get back was even a lot more. So I go to a lot of these seminars. So these are a compilation of everything I put together that I've learned in my life from all these mentors of mine. And the people who have great thought leaders and thinkers and people, my personal friends too. Well, let's get going a little bit. Let's talk a little about base camp. So base camp is this. Literally, base camp is kind of an analogy, put it this way. If you were planning to summit Mount Everest, the tallest mountain in the world, you can't just fly in and then summit that day. Would you agree? I hope so, because there's no way you'll make it. Normally, you fly in, you go to what they call a base camp. There's different base camp 1, base camp 2 as you ascend up. Why do they do that? Why do they have these things called base camp? Well, for several reasons. For one, to get their body acclimated to the altitude, right? To get the minds prepared, to get the body's rest, recharge, reboot, and ready to go. To plan out and get ready, right? To plan and get ready for what's going up ahead. To meet with other team members there, right? And you know, just kind of to sit there and just really find the inner peace before you actually move forward towards that big summit ascent. So we're in base camp right now. So this is your Best Year Ever workshop, base camp training 101. All right. Now there's no one out there that's teaching goal setting that's doing base camp. I'm the first. All right. Now base camp is very important. Just like I teach in the fitness world, that you have to start with base camp before you jump into the workout itself. If you ever really want to be transformed, okay? Now, base camp, I talk about a couple things. For one, before you attend my complimentary workshop. A couple things got to happen. You have to get ready. So base camp is first, one, make sure, find out where you're going to be that day when you are online watching my workshop. What I mean by that is find a place away from all the clutter and noise that you see every day that holds you back. What I do every year with my staff or even for my wife, my team, is that we go somewhere totally different. Like a cheap way, if you don't have money, is that go to a really nice hotel in your area. You don't have to spend the night there or anything. Go to the lobby, feel the, a really nice 5-star hotel. It has the ambiance, the music right next to the fireplace, whatever it is that moves you to the next level. That's what I do almost every year. I go to a really nice hotel, and sometimes I don't stay. I just go there and set goals, spend hours just setting goals, and afterwards we celebrate by having dinner. But this year I happen to be going to California. I rented a home by the beach with my wife and my brother to set some goals, to review my goals, and to set new goals for this coming year. But find that place. So base camp only right now says homework assignment. Find that place. No distraction from kids, from cell phone, from TV, all the media junk. Just you, right? Secondly, I want you to invest in getting a great journal, right? Buy a good journal right now. A journal that you can actually write in. Don't just grab a scrap piece of paper, all right? And I want you to think success, right? So go ahead right now, invest in buying a great journal. And Jim Rohn, one of my mentors I've followed through years, said this, when you buy a journal, it's just empty pages in there. Well, why would you spend like $50 or something like that on a blank pages in there? That's really expensive. Well, here's the thing, he says. What you put in the journal is worth a lot more than what you bought it for. Wow. That's what journaling is all about. We'll talk about that later, about the Transcend Lifestyle program that's coming out. But for right now, get a journal. And last thing is this. Might as well go out there, as you get a journal, get a nice pen. I'm about detail, all about detail. This is a Mont Blanc. It's one of the cheaper ones. It's like $100 for this one. But anyways, I got this Mont Blanc about 15 years ago. After my first year of business in teaching martial art at my dojo, I celebrated my first year of business buying myself a nice pen. Why? Every time I sign an agreement with somebody, I give them a pen, this expensive pen, to sign it so they feel the success of what we're preaching about, right? Don't be writing your life away with some plastic pen. Everything you do means something. So this is $1 million idea I just gave you right there. So there you go. That was even worth your time. Okay? So base camp, make sure, find that place, the sanctuary for you to set goals. Get the journal, get a nice pen with that. And right now, let's talk about why we're here. Let's talk about the 10 myths of goal setting. Now, I have 10 myths right in front of me. I'm going to reveal each one of them to you. So I'm going to be like Vanna White today. Not going to look at Vanna White and reveal each one. It's going to be a little fun. No, I'm not really much into PowerPoint presentation. I've always been the one that flew the other direction while other people fly the this way. Well, let's try post-it way. And that's a new way of doing things for me anyways. And anyways, let's get going. So let's talk about the 10 myths of goal setting. These are myths that maybe you have out there, and I can help you dispel and get going, creating your best year ever. Let's talk about myth number 1. All right, let's see if this really works. There you go. So myth number 1. Goal setting is not that important. Goal setting is not that important. Well, you know what? Anything that's worth in life is worth setting goals. Anything that's worth substance in life is worth setting goals. Right? They say that people plan their wedding better than plan their life out. Right? So if you just fly by the seat of your pants right now, excuse my language, you need to set goals. Goal setting is very important. Right? So if your life is important to you, learn to set goals properly.